Yo, welcome to this vlog. Coach V here, and guess what? They're getting married. Wow. Come on, a bit He's trying to sabotage me, but
I'm not fucking
I'm vlogging. It's a vlog. You know what a vlog is? It's a video log of my life. But good morning. It is a while later. I don't post vlogs consistently, so it's August 8th, no 19th? August 19th. August 20th. August 20th. And we're going down to the courthouse right now because we're going to a courtroom wedding between this dude and this gal. And yeah, it's gonna be a good day. So very interesting start to the vlog. Hope y'all enjoy it. Yeah. I made it to the courthouse, or courthouse parking. Nico got to change his license plate, but we're gonna go ahead and go inside in a little bit. I don't know if I'll be able to film, excuse me, but we'll see how it goes. We'll play it by ear. Currently waiting for the elevator. I have to piss. He has to piss. You have to pee?
Yeah.
Yes, we have to pee. I miss Nashville. The courtroom. It's this room, and then it's just congratulations on the wall.
Both down.
It's just at the lower end of the courtroom. I'm vlogging today.
Are you vlogging?
Yeah, I'm vlogging it. That's hilarious. I wanna cry. So update. Our mom, my brother and I, is not gonna make it. So she's just gonna see this. I'm gonna show the clip from this, and we'll take it from there. We're allowed to record it here.
Now I asked Judge Evans if I could have a live seal, and he wouldn't let me. So all right, so you're Nicholas and Bailey. You can come up here. Okay. All right. Everybody ready with their photos?
Yeah.
All right. Ready to go. All right. Nicholas, you take Bailey to be your lawful wedded wife, to live together in your state of matrimony, to love her, honor her, and keep her in health, sickness, and prosperity. Okay, and Bailey, you take Nicholas to be your lawful wedded husband, to live together in the state of matrimony, to love him, honor him, and keep him through health, sickness, and prosperity. All right, do you have rings? Okay, this is a good time to put them on. They're a symbol of everlasting love. See, this is much better than when I got married 44 years ago. I gave my wife an 8-carat ring. She ate 6 of them. All right, now we get to the fun part. You can face one another and hold hands. As you are now clasping your hands together, may you always go through life loving and trusting one another, having shown your willingness to become husband and wife by the power vested in me by the Constitution and the statutes of the state of Illinois. I now pronounce you husband and wife. Congratulations.
Hey!
All right. And this is your ceremonial, you're official now. This is your ceremonial copy. You can keep this now. You're going to want to get a copy of the official. This will tell you how to do it because we're in
Update, we're at the gym again. I have to work. So today I'm going to be doing mostly sales calls, trying to generate comps for everybody again. Still working on the system itself. I think I'm getting more honed in on the actual types of questions that I'm going to be using to make the modules. So starting with question 1 is what's the number one thing that personal trainers, commercial trainers, anyone has about sales that they want to learn? So using that target demographic of initially commercial personal trainers and teaching them how to sell. So that's what we're doing. And that's what I've been doing. So the number one thing that I'm gonna ask on these calls today is well, right now I'm just still generating comps, and now I'm gonna ask every single salesperson what is the number one thing they want to learn about sales. So that update, camera's about to die, I gotta replace the battery. Alright, I'm just gonna update real quick.
Where's the tripod? Put the tripod on, make it official.
Dude, I don't need it. I can just hold it. Alright, I'm about to leave work, but if anyone wants to get interviewed, you might know him as TG Flex.
I don't want to be interviewed. He's paying me to do this. My God, his sales are fucking dwindling. He told me to spot him $10.
Bro, how are you so energetic? That's my question for you. Yeah, how are you so energetic all the time?
Because, dude, I do fucking crack in the bathroom upstairs.
What the fuck?
Pre-workout amino acids, huh? No, I'm kidding. Somebody
it's
actually
like,
broke this, wasn't me.
what the fuck? Actually, I was like, you know what? I don't even care.
Alright, guys. So, VCAS coaching has taken me a long way. Literally. Because I live like 18 miles from here. You made me come fuck all the way over here. No, I'm kidding.
It's dying. What's your last words?
Alright, Mom, Dad, thank you for raising a retard. No, I'm playing. No, seriously, keep doing what you're doing, Vince. You're gonna fucking make it far. I wanna be.
Alright, so we're back home. And pretty much what's gonna happen is I just ate a little bit. I had a donut. I'm gonna log it. They're just like these Krispy Kreme donuts, and then I also had like my sweet potato meal that I usually have. Battery died. Yeah, now I'm gonna go to the gym, hit a workout, and then I have a client at I want to say I have a client at 6:30. So from 5 to 6:30, I'm pretty much gonna work out. Then I'm just gonna go like wash my face, exfoliating gloves, Neutrogena. Once I leave there, I'm gonna come back home. Oh no, after I leave there, I'm gonna get my toothbrush from my ex's house. Ugh, it's a whole thing. But it's working out, you know, just having fun, enjoying each other's company. Anyways, so yeah, that's the game plan. I'm probably gonna I'm just gonna go back into my routine, push-pull legs, go back to what I'm used to, at least for now, because my plan is not gonna work out that well if I don't do that. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do, and then from there, so just see where the day takes us. Peace. Alright, so back home. What happened was after I went to the gym and I trained a client, my hair is fucked. Whatever. I trained a client. I had to go pick up my toothbrush from my ex's house. Same one, you know, the one who fucked me over. Oh, toothpaste. Whatever. So I'm gonna read you guys, because I'm completely about transparency. So what happened was we actually started talking again after like you kind of forgive each other, because you have to move on with anything, unless you want to hold grudge and hold negative energy towards someone. So found out that she actually cheated on me multiple times throughout the relationship, and I kind of had a feeling like anytime, trust your gut with this, guys, too. Like if you know that like your significant other is probably doing some shit, they probably are doing some shit. Or if there's like hella red flags. There was hella red flags in my relationship. I just didn't catch on to them because I'm like fucking socially numb and like completely incompetent in that area. Working on it. So this is what I said. So I want you to know that I just decided I'm gonna be fine, because we talked, and once I realized and found out about this shit, I was really hurt. Especially when someone says, I don't know if anyone's been cheated on, but it really hurts your self-validation, especially like your security in yourself. Like it really, really hurts it. But that's why I always say this $20 bill thing. Yeah, I know it does hurt your validation a lot. And it did. Unbeknownst to me, like I didn't even realize that it affected me that much, but it totally did. And there's still a lot of stuff that I'm unpacking from this. But it really just, you have to keep doing stuff consistently and working hard, which for me, I do that. So eventually I'll get it back. And I'm just gonna read and like study. As much as weird as that sounds, like study and read about people who fucked up a lot in relationships and people who are successful in it, and learn from them. So yeah, that's how I kind of do stuff. But this is what I said. So at first I was really hurt because she kept saying, you're the best. But then it's like, if I'm the best and you treated me the best this way, I don't even know how you want to treat the worst people, because that's gonna fucking suck. So I was like, I just decided, and this is something that I actually learned from one of my mentors, George Bryant. He just said, you have to decide, like, no matter what you're going through, anxiety, depression, self-doubt, fear, like, you just have to decide that it's not going to affect you, and then just take massive action to back up what you just said. So I decided that I'm going to be cool. Okay, so I know my subconscious is admitting that now. I'm going to write it out and journal it tomorrow. And that's literally what's going to go down. I mean, that's literally how you just do shit. I'm not going to hold any mistrust toward the next person I gave myself to, because in the end I was a good guy. Yes, and the reason the whole thing happened was I was neglected, really. Like, when someone gets cheated on, it's usually the person does something that causes the other significant other to cheat. And now, is it more so the significant others? Is it more so the cheaters' fallacies? Yeah, because, I mean, you should have enough integrity not to do that, but some people don't. I mean, some people aren't taught integrity. I mean, she wasn't taught much by her parents, as far as life lessons and stuff. I mean, I barely was, but my dad tried, like, really hard. So yeah, I did neglect a damaged person. You want to believe in faith, but I think that was God trying to protect me, like the story of a guy drowning. I don't know if you guys heard that story. There was a guy drowning, and a ship saw him, and he went up to the ship, went up next to him to go save him, and he's like, no, I'm good. And they're like, what, you want to get saved right now? No, God will save me. And they're like, okay. So they leave. A second boat comes, and they're like, yo, we're gonna save you. He's like, no, God will save me. And they're like, okay. We're right past them. Third boat comes, same thing. God will save me. Okay. And they leave him. He won't take their help. In the end, he drowns. He goes to heaven, and he asks God, why didn't you help me? And God looks at him and is like, I sent you 3 ships, you dummy. And yeah, moral of the story. So if you think there's warning signs too, that could be like, I say God because that's what I was taught to say, because I was in Catholic school. Whatever higher power you believe in, you have to have faith in something. I realized, like, you really do. Even if it's just hope, like, take it as it's just a sign of it's not supposed to be, and don't try to fight that sign, because most of the time something's looking out for you. So that's why I felt. I pretty much said, like, my neglect, and the people did tell me beforehand going into it, like, it's gonna end badly, bro. It's gonna end badly. And then it did end badly. So the actual events of ending badly, the people who told me, and then my neglect, were all signs, I'm saying, by God, just telling me that you're not qualified. Like, much like a prospect isn't qualified for a product. And I'm not saying, it maybe just be now. Maybe eventually you will be qualified for the product. Maybe. Like, as a closer, I'm not in control of when the prospect, I guess in this case I'm using financial situation, gets their finances in order. I can just try to help them in every way I can. But if they're not ready for the product, they're not ready for the product. You can just follow up with them like a few years, 6 months from now, whatever. And I don't like saying deserve. It's not my vocabulary. I really don't think people should quote unquote deserve stuff. I think everyone kind of gets what comes to them. But I said I know that you were right. It didn't want to get involved, and that you would. I was just blinded by bullshit. So when we first got together, she said that she didn't want to get involved, mostly because she knew her own behavior, whether subconsciously or consciously. But I was just so blinded by emotion because it was like love, and yeah, totally just pushed for the relationship. And then I realized I had a lot of fucking similarities to Post Malone. If you guys have ever heard "I Fall Apart," that's literally me, except it was 3 times, not twice. But yeah, that song's. I'm gonna be listening to Post the whole fucking week now. Yeah, I told her that you knew I was good and that you would mess up. So thanks for trying. Like, I appreciate you attempting to fight your nature, but I mean, you'll learn persistence through this whole thing. She will, to persist through her lust, desire, and negative emotions. And it's kind of like a forest fire, like if you think about it, because like they're so beautiful. Like, if you've ever seen a forest fire, as weird as that sounds, but they are extremely beautiful at a distance. But everything they touch just engulfs in flames and ends up destroying it. So I basically paralleled her to a forest fire. I'm glad to at least have made you problem aware. Unfortunately, I'm leaving without giving you a solution. I don't think there is one, at least that I can see. I literally, I don't even know for me, because I'm gonna have trust issues and stuff. I'll unpack all that later. I have a very supportive group of people. But in the end, the lesson learned is you showed me what love isn't so that you can look out for what it is. That's just the lesson. Like, if anyone has ever been cheated on or mistreated in a relationship and you thought it was love, the lesson is that person showed you what love isn't. The facade of what love isn't a title. It isn't a relationship status on Facebook. It's not a text every single day. It's not hug. It's not like sex. It's an intimate, romantic, spiritual, emotional, physical collection and coming together of two people into like a current state of being. That's what it is, really. And it's like powerful, and it's actually it brings a lot of people to do irrational things. I know, trust me. But yeah, you're gonna be alright. I'll be alright. It's just deciding that you will. So this is gonna be the end of this vlog. Sorry for this little rant at the end, but yeah, so I wanted to share. I'm all about complete transparency. So yeah, see you all next time. Good morning, people. Coach V here with VCast Coach. Currently at the gym. Every other day, sales calls, but I wanted to actually give a little update on my whole ex situation. So pretty much all it comes down to, I don't have a banana in here. Ah, fuck. It all comes down to just hurt people, hurt other people, and that's just like a rule of life. So if you want to take that, take that. I'll try to give you guys as much value as I can. So I found out that there was a lot more times of, we'll just call it what it is, betrayal, towards me. But then again, at the same time, I kind of incited the whole thing due to my neglect to begin with. Now, it does come down to what type of person deals with that a certain way, instead of usually want to communicate it. It wasn't communicated, so it all comes down to communication. So toward the end of it, I read that text that you're going to see in the previous video, and she sent me one this morning. I'm going to read it to you guys so you know what it is. And she's right in a sense. If she viewed it as belittling, I wasn't trying to belittle, it was like my interpretation of it, because I'm hurt. But yeah, she said, don't ever belittle me like that again. She said, you want to talk about God? Well, God judges like that. She apologized. She said she's also hurting, trying to find a way. And she basically just said, our relationship meant too much to send hurtful text. So, stung me a little bit, humbling at the same time. And yeah, just life goes on, you know. But anyways, I already dealt with all the emotional part of that for like 3 days prior. So, I'm not going to get too deep into this right now. But I am going to go ahead and show you an average day. Because now I'm a sales manager, so it's directing a team, coaching others. Is transformational leadership, not transactional leadership. And that's what we're going to do. So, let's take this motherfucker home. So I actually want to take a moment just to record a clip on financial distress. So like, when stuff starts bouncing, that's when you know it's bad. And I've been here for, I'd say a good, I mean, I'm honestly so used to operating like in this space already that I'm just literally used to it. So, I don't know if I'll be able to go to Thrive. I'm waiting for the payment from the dentist to come through. That's $2,500. But other than that, I'm really still trying to figure stuff out as far as the finances. I'm learning so much, yet I just need to implement it and apply it. So, yeah. just wanted to put a little clip, update you guys on my situation. So, yo, all right, now I'm updating you guys right now. I have to go deposit a check that I got from work to try to make negative accounts balanced. Ah!
What happened?
I dropped my jug. I got that on camera though. Dropped it. That was a nice jug too.
I thought that was your
No,
name.
it wasn't my camera. See, this is what happens, guys. This is what happens. Well, it's complete transparency in this vlog. You get to see my failures and my wins. That was a failure, but it was a gallon. I'm just gonna go back to that Cairo and see if I can buy another one. Well, first steak. Yeah. I'm gonna watch some sales training, put up a picture. I'll probably do that now, actually. And go from there. Peace. Alright, what's up? So, I'm gonna edit a video that I found this memory card, so I'm gonna have to take it out. Currently listening to PDB Power Couple episode with Amanda and Nicholas. Those of you who don't know who Amanda and Nicholas are, they do have a podcast called the Billion Dollar Body Podcast. I want to say that, Billion Dollar Body Podcast, but
because you're not doing it. So do
really,
the things that you want to be done.
It's about being a three-dimensional businessman. I'm actually in the mastermind group in all transparency, which has led me into this accelerated growth and understanding, furthering of not just business and relationships, but also myself. A lot of it that goes on behind the scenes is a lot of stuff you don't see. I'm trying to bring everything in complete and full transparency out to you guys, so you guys can see every facet and every part of my life. Why you're gonna see the water jug falling and like all my relationship stuff that goes on and happens. It is tough to deal with, but by venting and actually letting out and being my truly authentic self, I'm not only allowing myself to release that negative energy, but also I give you guys the value of the lessons that could be learned from me sharing my story. And by me not sharing the story, it's me being selfish, because there could be one of you out there listening or watching who are in the same similar situation, who needs to know that there's positive way to get out of this and not hold the hatred, not hold the spite. So it really comes down to just forgiveness and just moving on, because if you forgive, you're automatically going to want to go back to the person. And I was getting advice from them right now on a live, Facebook Live, and it really just is forgiving and not going back. And that's hard, because if you, especially you're in some kind of codependency, whether it be through actual sex, lust, or emotional codependence, feeling of belonging and external validation of any kind, it's going to be harder to go back or not go back. But as long as you do that, the harder decision, which is not going back, it's easy to just fall back into old routines. And I'm not saying that there's a right or wrong answer to this. It's honestly up to you. Everyone's adults, and if you want it to work and the universe says that this person is the one and you're able to work it out, amazing, great. I'm fucking happy as hell for you. But if not, know that there's 7 billion people on the planet, and there would be one that will completely align with your goals. So one thing that I learned from this whole thing was write down not just goals, how I said, have, do, be, 5 things you want in your life, but write down your ideal woman, your ideal partner. And in the case if you're a female, write down your ideal husband, your ideal, what would they look like? What, not just physical traits, what's their behavior like? How is their upbringing? What job do they have? Like, what's their height? Like, get down to the specificity of over... We're saying that now. Write down everything you want in a woman. And it really is so you can get a visualization and everything that you would want. And I'm not saying don't ever lower your standard, but it is giving you a better idea on what you need to do and who you're actually going to be looking for. Because what I've learned from this is you can learn a lot about what love is by learning what it isn't. And a lot of it comes from like knowing what you like. You can't know what you like until you know what you don't like. So if you know and you're in a really bad, negative, toxic relationship where there's, in my case, there's a lot of betrayal, one-sided. I treated her very well, to an extent. And there was a point where I did get very neglectful because I got very focused on my business and I chose to be selfish for a short period of time. But at the same time, I didn't communicate the reason why I was being selfish, which left her feeling neglected, and her innate ability and her love of loving made her go look for attention elsewhere, which again comes from her own external validation that she relied on and fell on. So yeah, really it all went to shit at the end, but lesson learned. So yeah, I'm gonna edit this video. I might stop this one here. I'm gonna see how much footage I have left on it right now. I might edit in both videos right now, but yeah. Peace.